Hey guys, and welcome back to Witches of the Moon. I am your Friday's host, Dia, aka ORI'S OASIS. And this video is all about how to craft your own tools. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of a twist on it because I'm not a big, I'm going to say a manipulator more so than a crafter. That's me. And by that saying that you don't always have to make everything yourself, but you can take certain things and manipulate them yourself. Like for one, I don't know, maybe, is it still up here? Oh, yeah, okay. So one of the things I have is this amethyst. Now, this amethyst I bought towards the end of 2013. And the reason why I bought it was because it had came with this horse on it. This is how the amethyst actually came. See that? Okay. So, we all know last year was the year of the horse, and it was the year of movement, but it was more so like a mental than physical. So to me, when I would sit down to meditate or sit down to study, you know, this was a great symbolization for that. Well, now that, you know, we're into 2015, this is the year of the goat or the ram, or some people say the sheep. I ain't gonna get into all that right now. But it's, you know, it's a different type of energy. So what I did was I wanted to keep the stone, but I didn't necessarily care for the horse on it no more. So basically I just took the horse off. And, well, it has a lot of dust and stuff on it, so it needs to be cleaned. And I still keep this because amethyst is great for meditation. It's great for, it's actually, I don't take this one with me, but it's great to keep on you when you're going, be around people. You know, there's going to be a lot of liquor and you have to drive. Amethyst kind of helps, so that you don't absorb as much of that liquor. This doesn't mean drink more. I'm not saying that at all. Be mindful. But, you know, if you only have a cup, you know you're about to drive in an hour and you want to make sure you're safe, keep amethyst on you. And this is great for that, but again, it's also deal with salt and things like that. So that's how I basically, you know, manipulated this. Also, you know, a lot of people who use pendulums don't necessarily have an actual pendulum. One of my favorite tools I use for a pendulum is this piece right here. Most of y'all who see my videos on my channel have seen it. And it's just really a Star David or 6-pointed star or hexagram, whatever you want to call it. It's just a charm, and it's on a chain. And I use this as a pendulum, as opposed to actually buying a pendulum. Now, if you can afford to buy one and you want one, go for it. But if you can't or whatever, use what you have around you. Old necklaces. You can use just a regular string with something heavy at the end. That's another way to craft a tool. Other things, I can't find it now. Actually, I do see it. I'm just not going to reach for it. But you can use things like a mister. Like if you're not allowed to, most people who cannot smudge their homes. This one I actually made myself. Well, I didn't grow the rosemary. I bought the rosemary, cleansed it, prayed over it, or said my words of power over it. I actually like saying that better than prayers. And I wrapped it in string. And I use this to burn. But if you can't burn, what you can do is you can take some sage leaves and let it soak in water for about 2 days, and then put it in a spray bottle and mist it, and it's still the same effect. I have sage, but for me, I personally don't use it to cleanse. I use rosemary, probably because I do readings, and I'm more, I guess just for my energy, rosemary works better for me. It's like a two-one-for. But other than that, another thing that I do is when I buy the incense, this is the Nunchaku incense. And when I buy it, as you can see, it comes with a lot of extra dust in it. Now this is a couple of packs, it's not one pack. But it normally comes with dust at the bottom. So what I do is, because, you know, Nunchaku is good for meditation, things like that, I keep the dust and I use it, you know, to sprinkle on candles, and I also have my own blend right here that I use as a loose incense. So basically my point is you don't always have to bake everything from scratch. Look at what you got and see what you can manipulate and repurpose. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. That's my examples. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. Yeah. I'm looking around for other stuff that I can show you, but I absolutely have nothing around me that I can grab right away. That oh, I can if I can reach it without knocking over everything. This right here, this is an old jewelry thing that I had for little knick-knack pieces that I had laying around, and now I use it to hold my stones. So hold my stones. This was a bracelet that popped, and now I use Shug Knight bracelet that popped. But now I use it for when I do my crystal waters and stuff. I wrap it around the bottom of the cup because all stones cannot go in water. But yeah, other than that, when it comes to crafted tools, I say make it your own, you know. If you want to go all the way and craft it, you can. But I would say use your creativity. Look for ways to, you don't always have to spend the dime. Or if you're like me, you're not about to spend every piece of material that costs you about $100 to make something that you could have bought for $5. I'm not doing that. But I also like to have my own. So I like to take the stuff that I have or stuff that I can find in nature and repurpose it. Speaking of nature, I'm not going to look for it right now because I'll be all off camera. Y'all be hearing all types of noises. But I have some duck feathers that I plan on making a, I don't know the exact word for it, but one of them little shaman brushes from when you're smudging and stuff that I could fan with. I plan on, once I get some more duck feathers, because we have a lot of different ducks out back that drop their feathers and I collect them and clean them. Once I get some more duck feathers, I'm going to use that. Plus it's my power animal. That's why I'm using duck feathers. But once I get that, I plan on getting a stick from outside. I'm not going to break one off a tree. Whichever one drops that I like, I'm going to get that and I'm going to make one of those smudge ones or whatever you call it. But that's just my take on crafting your own tools and all of that. So don't forget to comment, rate, and rate. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Other than that, stay blessed to be a blessing. And don't forget what type of tools that y'all making. What did y'all do? How do y'all craft your tools? Put that in the comments. Alright, everybody stay blessed. Peace.